The Jaguar E-Type. In 1961 at the Geneva Auto Show, the world saw the debut of a car that would forever change what people thought of as art in motion. And at its unveiling, it stunned everyone who saw it, including legend Enzo Ferrari himself, who paused to look over at it and declared it the most beautiful car in the world. And today, nearly 65 years later, we found a 1974 V12 Jaguar E-Type sitting untouched in a barn for 15 years, waiting for a second chance at life.
All right, guys, we're here with the owner of the car inside the garage, Bob. He said it's a pretty special car.
Hasn't seen a daylight in 15 years.
Wow.
There she is.
Whoa. A Jaguar E-Type. Do I make you Randy, baby? This thing is amazing. So this is a V12, if I'm not mistaken,
Yes, it's
right?
the original V12 engine in it.
Wow.
It's an original car.
And it's been sitting for 15 years, you said?
At least 15 years.
Whose car was it? Your car? Or?
It was my father-in-law's car. He had passed a couple of years back.
Obviously, it's been sitting for a while. Does it run? Does it drive?
It'll start, but it's not in running shape. When he bought it, it wasn't running perfect. You could get in the car and drive it down the road, but when he got on it, it would start breaking up. So it had some minor issues from the start. And I finally convinced him. I said, listen, you need somebody that knows about these cars. This isn't your average car that your backyard mechanic's got to fiddle with. To diagnose why a car is running like you need somebody that knows. He had an old timer come out. Literally was a retired Jag mechanic. Came out and the guy says, those carburetors need redone. Took all 4 carbs off, took them back to his shop.
4 carburetors?
Yeah.
I guess it's V12, but
yeah,
still.
they're Stromberg carburetors, side draft, they're mounted to the side of the engine on both sides. He took them back, went through them, replaced some parts, rebuilt them, blah, blah, blah. He brought them back and he put them on the car, but he only had a limited amount of time he could spend that day. He told him, I need to come back and we need to tune them. He goes, it'll start, but they need to be tuned with the car running. He's got special tools. I don't know if he had a scope or, I mean, it's involved to tune, and he ended up passing.
Oh my.
So that was where everything just, that's as far as it went, and then nothing else was really, so it's been sitting a long time.
I know that we're going to be extremely careful when cleaning this engine bay. I can't even imagine what it looks like under there.
It's like an airplane engine underneath.
Yeah, so I'm going to try and do no harm. But first, before we even get into the engine bay, we should probably get out of here and get into the trailer. We are already halfway through our 1965 Mustang giveaway, and right now is a great time to get entered. Let me tell you why. This car has been fully restored with a Ford V8 302 motor swap. It has a brand new front end suspension, brand new steering components, brand new alternator, brand new starter, brand new tires, brand new brakes, and a fully restored interior complete with this cool wood grain steering wheel. The way to get entered is to purchase any of our detailing supplies, microfiber, or merchandise that we are using in this video and that we manufacture right here in Cleveland, Ohio. But right now we're running a 1-week promotion that you're not going to want to miss. For the next week, we are going to be putting cash in every single order that comes through our warehouse. You can win anywhere from a couple of bucks up to $100, and we have all of this to give away. But one lucky person is going to win this golden ticket, which is good for $1,000. And not only that, we are running a 10x multiplier site-wide. This is one of the best promotions that we run for the whole entire giveaway. So if you want to pick up some of the best detailing supplies on the market, win some money, and have a chance at winning this beautiful Mustang, click the link in the description below. But now, let's get back to that E-Type. Think these wheels are gonna move?
I don't know, they sound a little squeaky to me. We're gonna give it a try.
We tried pushing it, didn't budge, so.
Didn't want to work too good.
Well, I'll be in front just in case she wants to start going, and then hopefully I don't get run over.
Oh yeah, she'll roll.
She's rolling.
Do the brakes work?
I don't think they work, but oh boy.
So now that we have this E-Type out and into the sunlight for the first time in 15 years, I do want to say we're trying to make the push to 1.5 million subscribers by the end of this year. So if you're not subscribed to this channel, make sure you take a second and hit that subscribe button, because we're planning some really cool stuff to finish out 2025 for you. And also, I want to ask the question of the video, so leave your answers in the comments below. Just seeing this E-Type the way it's sitting, what do you think it's worth? A little bit later in this video, we bring an expert in on this car, and he's going to go over it completely and tell us his thoughts. But I want to know what all of you think.
All right, while Mike straps down the car, I figured it'd be a good time to tell you guys that we are driving around the United States looking for cars like this. We're looking for enthusiast cars that are extremely dirty to feature on our channel. So if you have anything that looks like this that you'd like to have featured on our channel, send us an email to wdbarnfinds@gmail.com or DM us on Instagram and maybe we'll come and detail your car for free. All right, we're back at the garage with the E-Type, and we're already getting in arguments about it. So Brent is saying that he believes that this is a supercar, that this is a vintage supercar. It's a big V12 engine, it's sport focused, and it has a racing heritage, and Mike is saying that it's not.
This is definitely a GT car. This is a big V12 and it is rear-wheel drive. It's perfect for cruising across the country. Now, I don't think that we've ever done a GT car before. I think that we've always done sports cars, supercars, luxury cars, muscle cars, but I think this might be the first GT car, in my opinion, that we've had here.
I understand both sides. I can understand why Brent thinks it's a supercar. I mean, V12 and the racing heritage, and then Mike, everything he just stated makes sense too. So we're gonna let you guys decide in the comments below, is this a vintage supercar or is it a GT car with sport focused attributes? So let us know in the comments below. We're gonna get some more information on it later. We're gonna have an expert come in and tell us about this because I don't know all that much. And I'm really curious to see how much this car would sell for. All right, now we're gonna remove the hard top so we can put the soft top on so we can wash that. And I wanna know what you guys think. Does this car look better with a hard top or a rag top or as a convertible? I think with the windows down, it looks insane. It looks so much different than any other car you're ever gonna see on the road. Let's see what it looks like with the rag top up. And I wonder what condition it is. Oh, it's actually not a rag top, it's a vinyl top. Actually really good shape. Nice, no tears, no holes. So what do you think, Brent? Does it look better with a hard top, with a vinyl top, or as a convertible?
Personally, I was a big fan of the hard top, but then when you took it off and you had it as a convertible, I think that was my favorite look.
It's like an Oscar Mayer Wienermobile with the top down. So many people are gonna be mad I called the Jaguar E-Type a Wienermobile.
RJ, how do you think we should clean this vinyl top since it's in such good condition?
Honestly, the best way to clean it is we're gonna go ahead and pressure wash it. We'll soap the car down with our cherry suds and wash it as normal. It should look brand new.
And you can actually see from the age and neglect, after cleaning it, it's super dried out. So we're gonna go ahead and put a conditioner on it to bring it back to life.
All right, guys, we're here with friend of the channel, John, who is an exotic car specialist, and he came to check out the E-Type. John, this is the first E-Type that we've ever found. What do you think of the car?
I love E-Types. I mean, they're an absolute piece of automotive history. Beautiful car.
Why is the E-Type special? Why is it something that we were interested in? Why do people love these cars?
I mean, just look at it. I mean, very few cars are permanent displays in museums. Famously, Enzo Ferrari is quoted saying it's one of the most beautiful cars he's ever seen, or maybe the most beautiful car he's ever seen. They were released in 1961 at the Geneva Motor Show. It's claimed to be a 150-mile-an-hour car in their marketing.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, it's, can you imagine?
In 61?
Yeah.
1961?
Yeah,
Holy
it's
smoke.
maybe some fibbing that it did 150 miles an hour, but whatever. It moved.
We were told that this is a pretty desirable car. Does that check out?
I believe they're all desirable. The Series 3 had, especially the 74 and some of the 73 cars, bumperettes for 5-mile-an-hour crash testing. Behind that, there's actually like a shock absorber. One of the reasons why the E-Type actually died was they couldn't get it to pass the 10-mile-an-hour crash testing, so they had to move on to the next model.
All right, so under the hood, we obviously have a massive V12 engine, and unfortunately, a hood that doesn't open all the way because of those big bumper stops in the front. Kind of acts as like a
Ugly
kickstand.
bumperettes, man. Every mid-70s cars were cursed with those.
It sucks, because otherwise, it's gorgeous. Those are just hideous. But I get it, you got to sell it to the Americans, and the Americans wanted ugly bumper stops.
If you hit me at 5 miles an hour, supposedly that's gonna save the car.
Sure. Under the hood, though, obviously, we have this massive V12. This thing looks incredibly confusing.
I mean, it's a 5.3 liter 12-cylinder. Beautiful motor. Jaguar used this for years. They say you can balance a quarter on it when it's running.
Oh, wow.
So very, very smooth. Lots of torque. It's not a horsepower motor, but it definitely is torquey.
The only thing is, we have to clean this engine bay, and we have quite a lot going on, and I don't want to cause any issues for whoever is going to do the full restoration on this. How would you go about cleaning a finicky engine like this?
Very carefully. You got your distributor in the middle. Obviously, you know, British cars are notorious for their electrical gremlins. A lot of care, a lot of brushes, proper cleaners, which you guys offer, and time.
All right, John, now that you've seen this car, obviously it needs some cleaning and the engine gone through, as well as the steering components and braking and all that jazz. But what is it worth as it sits right now? And what do you think it's worth, you know, with all the mechanics restored?
E-types are such special vehicles. Independent rear suspension, rack and pinion steering. I mean, it was such a beautiful car ahead of its time. I would probably say, as it sits, manual transmission, not an automatic, probably somewhere around 90 to 110,000.
And in perfect running order?
Perfect running order, probably, you know, add the mechanic cost to it. Probably 20, 30 grand.
Wow. But I have one final question for you, because you need to settle the argument between Brent and Mike. Brent thinks that this is a supercar, and Mike says it is not a supercar. He says it's a GT touring car, it's never meant to be a supercar. I understand both arguments because it has racing heritage, it's a big V12 engine, but then obviously it is a GT car. Where do you stand on the vintage supercar argument classification?
I don't believe there is a vintage supercar. I think Jaguar's first supercar was XJ220.
So Mike was right.
I'm gonna give that one to Mike.
Wow. Sorry, Brent. So we're gonna let you guys decide. Are you guys team Brent and think this is a vintage supercar, or are you team John and Mike? Is this a very, very nice GT touring car? We have to get back to detailing. If you guys want to follow John and his business, he can source you literally any car that you want. Thank you so much for coming, John. We appreciate it.
Always a pleasure.
Hopefully we'll have you back soon. We have a couple things in the work that we're definitely gonna need your expertise on.
Super excited, man. Always willing to help.
Moving on to the interior of this Jaguar, I must say it is one of the most interesting that I've seen. First of all, it's laid out like you're in a cockpit. I feel like I'm in a plane with just so many gauges. I'm surprised they had room to even have a tiny glove box over here. But when I'm in here, I'm instantly hit with not only the smell of mouse, but also mint, lots of mint. The owner put some kind of mint oil in this car after they have already been in the car, so it was a way to get rid of them. So I don't believe we have any mice still lingering around, but we do have a lot of mouse mess. But there's a couple other interesting things about this interior besides just the broad dashboard that's so interesting. Number one, I really love, and something that I've never seen before, is a gear shifter like this. For first gear, you literally just go forward. So it isn't one where you go sideways and then forward. It's just straight forward and then second gear is straight back, which is actually really convenient and nice. Reverse is all the way to the side and then back. Another interesting thing is you do feel like you're kind of in a cockpit here, again, going along with the plane vibe because of how small this tunnel is for your feet. It is quite cramped. If you take your foot off the clutch, I can't put, like, there's the clutch. I don't know if you can see this. Where do I put my foot? Do I put it under the clutch when I'm not using it? Like usually there's a pad in newer cars to put, but I have no place to put my foot. So that's one thing that I think is kind of just odd and different. Maybe they just had really, really skinny feet, but I'm not sure. Another interesting thing, and I think is very awkward, is this door handle. First of all, this is the lowest door handle I've ever seen. But to actuate it, you actually just push it down and then open the door.
Yeah, you can't really get a good grip on that.
No, it actually hurts my fingers to do it because it's kind of stiff. And it feels very unnatural. It's unlike anything that I've encountered.
Wait, Mike, quickly, question. What is map?
Well, the hazard lights are the hazard lights. The map is obviously the navigation system. And then we got some interior lights, some panel. This dims the panels. Light side head. All right, I don't know what this means. You guys let me know if you know what this means. And then this is wiper speed, washer, fan, and then unlabeled. That's. With all that being said, this is really cool and really interesting. I do like this interior. I wish I could drive it so I could kind of figure out how I would do the clutch thing, but nonetheless, I got to get these seats out of here, and then after that, we got to get started on the carpet.
Ew.
as we make our way through the interior, you guys might be wondering what all these markings over all the leather are, and that's actually mouse trails. So they step in their own feces and urine, and then their dirty feet stain the leather and stain the car. You can actually see a very clear trail up here that they run along this windowsill. So in order to clean it, we're gonna be using a steam cleaner and our interior cleaner, but I'm also gonna be wearing this mask so that I'm not breathing in mouse urine. With the interior completed, now it's time to polish the E-Type, but I don't have much to do on this cream paint. There's hardly even oxidation. So I'm just gonna use a foam pad and a light polish just to jewel this and make it look a little bit better. But the majority of my attention is gonna be on this hard top because we have oxidation, we have polisher trails, and we have some pretty deep scratches that I'll use a rotary polisher to remove with a heavy cut compound. And then I'll finish up with the dual action and a foam pad just to make that black shine again. And then this E-Type will look brand new. All right, guys, we're here with the owner, Bob, who is coming back to see his car for the first time since we picked it up and detailed it. And so, you have any expectations, any ideas?
I'm sure I'm going to be floored, seeing what you guys have done with all kind of other cars. I'm really anxious to see how this came out.
I'm excited for you to see it. The paint turned out great. The interior came out awesome. So I guess we should get right into it. Let's open up the garage. All right, here we go.
Holy smokes! That ain't the same car.
It is. Just looks a little bit better, huh?
A little bit better? Oh my God.
I didn't realize how pretty this car was until all the dirt was removed and how nice the paint was and how well the black hardtop came.
Beautiful.
You haven't even seen the inside.
Wow. Yet. Oh my God. It wasn't this nice when he bought it.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I swear it was not this clean and nice when he bought this car. Oh, wow.
It really, really held up well. This is an amazing example of this car. Let me go ahead and show you the engine bay as well.
I cannot believe. I mean, it looks like totally a different car. You could actually see the color of the paint now.
You know what? Initially, I didn't like the color.
It's great.
I didn't
It grows
hate the color.
on you.
Yeah, but the second I saw it clean, especially with the chrome accents,
Yeah.
it came out.
Yeah, that's as soon as I walked in the door, the chrome popped and the yellow just bam.
The amount of people that came in here and saw this car over the last week, like they lost their minds. They were like, "Oh my gosh, a real E-Type!"
It really is beautiful though.
And then the engine bay cleaned up pretty well as well.
Oh man, yeah, it did. Not bad. I tell you what, this is probably the biggest challenge of a mechanic's life. Something like this. It's got way too much going on. That looks awesome though.
We made sure to cover all the, the distributor cap, any of the intakes,
yeah.
just to make sure that we didn't do any damage and we didn't use
No.
pressurized water. But not
That
bad
looks
for how
great.
dirty it was, and not using pressurized water. I thought it came out pretty good.
And how complicated it is.
And that was the whole goal: is let's not cause any, not do do no harm.
Yeah.
Wow. But yeah, it's
Oh.
this one. Initially I was like, wow, an E-Type. I can't believe we found it. But I think this has been one of my favorite cars to work on ever.
You got every wire clean.
Yeah, that was quite a pain.
I
We
was
even
gonna
got the wire wheel and the trunk real nice and clean for you. I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Brent's stepbrother who works with us now, he detailed it. That one wheel, it probably took him an hour.
I
to do all the
I
spokes.
don't doubt it at all.
This actually cleaned up pretty well too.
Cleaned up.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh
Yeah,
man. Heck yeah, man.
that's Joey's doing. He did a fantastic job.
Oh yeah.
So we actually had an exotic car specialist. He finds
Really?
cars for people. If you wanted this specific Jag in this color from this time period with this many miles, he sources it from all over
Oh, no
the
kidding.
U.S. So he came in and took a look at it, and we went over it all. And he actually gave us a rough appraisal, and he said that one in this example could sell from anywhere from 90 to 110,000.
No way. Are you?
That's what he said. So
Oh my.
yeah, so
I believe it now. If you would have told me this when you came,
Yeah.
before, I would have been like, nah.
yeah, I could see it. I mean, definitely to the right buyer.
Yeah.
Maybe after it's running and driving, because you
Wow.
said that this isn't exactly your kind of car. You're more of an American muscle.
I'm a muscle guy.
Yeah.
I'm a GM guy, really. I drive a Ford truck, but I'm a GM muscle guy.
But Bob says that he likes muscle cars, and that's actually what we're giving away, guys. We are in the middle of our Ford Mustang giveaway, so if you want to get entered, all you have to do is purchase any products. Right now, we're running the cash in every order promotion, so don't wait. Click the link below now. But thank you so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to see more like this, hit subscribe, and we'll see you next week.